I think I slept wrong and it just won't let go. Force it to unpinch. I will have a cow sit on your shoulder. Yeah, so last time I went to this masseuse lady, she was really good, and she got the shoulder muscle to let go. It was amazing. I felt it like in real time. She like slid her arm over it and kept massaging it over and over, and then it finally, like, I felt it peel back. It was so gross. It was nasty. Streamer was Catgirl all along. Shut the fuck up. What are you, Shane Dawson? Massage? Oh no, man. She's a proper massage lady. She made me sign papers saying, like, if you sexually harass me, I will call the police and shit. Yeah. Yeah, she's a proper masseuse lady. I got debut Saturday, so I'm shitting. Oh yeah! Congrats! I hope you have a great debut. Maybe I can make it, but Saturday is my day off. I'm usually super fucking busy. Hold on. Sign an NDA for massage? No, it's not an NDA! It's just a promise to not do anything. Thought you were going to say your masseuse was a misogynist? No, man, she's a lady. She's an old Asian lady. No, I'm really busy on Saturdays. It sucks, man. I can't wait for me to cut down on maybe like 5 days a week streaming. Maybe a little bit longer. Yeah, 5 days a week, maybe. Depending on how I feel in my stamina, but like, I do not have time for myself ever. Sub goal for massage? Nah, I don't need it. I already booked it. It's cool, but it's until Monday. It'll take a little while, unfortunately. Big piss. Massive piss.
Old Asian ladies can be misogynists.
I'm sure she's really nice. Don't worry about it. Yo, Reaver, thank you! Thank you for the 5 months. Monday's forever away. Well, she doesn't have anything booked, and I don't want to take an entire day off to do 1 hour of massage. Cause she's like, yeah, she's like really booked out. I would. Yeah, well, I'm fucked up like that. I'm a workaholic. Do this self-care. Ah! Wednesdays off? Maybe Wednesdays off. Yeah, like middle of the week would be nice. You're inhuman? That's right, I'm a cat. That's why. Take 2 days, you yapper. We will show up anyways. I know. I think I'll probably do it after the model, the new outfit. I think I will cut it down. Maybe like a couple of weeks after. 1 hour of misogyny. Go to Lucy's stream. She loves degrading men. Do we have the date yet? No. She said Thursday, Friday she'll try and finish it, so then I also have to then work with someone to make the video and the teasers, so that is soon. We degrade her in return. She loves it. Don't do it on Elden Ring DLC day. No, absolutely not. I will not do it. No, that'd be a dumb business move. It's like having a birthday on like a holiday. It's like, that's dumb. If that makes sense. It's just like, oh shit. Lucy's a card-carrying misogynist. What does that even mean, man? Is Elden Ring DLC on your birthday? Yeah. But it's also on a day off, so like, I don't know. No, it's on the day, so it's kind of fucked up. Or is it on the day before? I don't know, but like, it doesn't matter. Your 22nd? Yes. Cat time over! Oh, thank God. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. You wouldn't play Elden Ring without us, right? I'm kind of second guessing if I should or not, because last time I played Elden Ring, I kind of like almost hated the game. So I don't know. I'm still kind of on the fence about it. There we go. Sorry. Bro. No, don't bro me. No. You had no mods? I know! But like, did you play it off stream? No, I only played it on stream. And I watched a video on Asmund saying he hated Elden Ring until he played it off stream. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah. Do a stream together, mod co-op so you can suffer with one another? That sounds miserable. That sounds like not fun. It's such a big ass game. Yeah. Yeah, it's just people who can't control themselves. And then there's conflict in chat. Yeah, what up, Nap? Hi. How's it going? But Lucy? What? I don't know Lucy like that. I've never asked her to collab. I've never talked to her. She wouldn't be into it. Playing a game on stream is like playing music on stage. Having people talking to you makes your attention go away. I watched Asmund talking about streaming and how much yapping most people do on stream. Like, people who play games all the time, they don't suffer from the same consequences of just playing a game on stream. But when you're yapping, because your attention is so divided all the time, it's really difficult. And after stream, he says he has to like unwind for like an hour and not talk to anyone and just forget everyone exists. And I was like, huh, maybe I should start doing that. I will shoot the backseaters, no mercy, no questions. 2 days after it comes out so I could play it first. Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. There's another factor to people not wanting to watch you stream because they want to play it themselves, so I don't know. I'll think about it. I do that when I go out and come back to my house. Yeah, exactly. I don't stream some games because I don't want to yap through it. Yeah, there's a lot of things regarding like, oh, you shouldn't react and like talk while there's cutscenes, but at the same time, people criticize you for not reacting hard enough, which is dumb. Videos aren't going great in games like that. Yeah, exactly. Only really popular streamers do well with big games popping off, like on streaming. Yeah, react! You're not reacting hard enough! React harder! They're still having less people around? Yeah, because they're all playing the game. Will be very saturated. Yeah, so maybe it's just not a good idea to stream it. I know some fucking girls just never streamed Elden Ring, but they've played it. Did you see the story trailer? Yes, I saw it yesterday. Yeah, I saw it. Discord stream? Oh gosh. I don't know. That would mean like not streaming or streaming it, like going after stream and playing it in Discord. That sounds so tiring. Play it muted? I mean, then what's the point of streaming it? I don't know. My favorite is the people who say, well, I'll still watch it and I realize they're a minority. Or they watch it for 5 minutes and they're like, all right, I'm out of here. I'm gonna go back to playing my own game. I look for high followed games that have lower count grow, but Alana is doing well enough. I think we'd follow through any game. No, it's not true. When I played Dead Space, I lost a couple 100 viewers, which is natural. Like, it is what it is. Most games you do get a drop, like when you stream it. It doesn't matter how big or small you are. You don't gain viewers turning on a game. You have a pretty dedicated core though. I understand that. I totally do. The other thing is that it's not good for, how do I say it? Like, you don't want to pay attention to alerts, and then people get annoyed with alerts being spammed sometimes. Did I turn off, alerts during Dead Space playthrough? I think I did, because people kept fucking spamming them. Which is really fucking annoying. Yeah, yeah, I did, yes. Because there were, like, people spamming it, and I was like, dude, like, what the fuck, man? This is why I don't, like, stream games, because it's annoying. You got rid of sound alerts? Yeah, I turned off alerts and, TTS. People go spamming it? Yeah, I just turned it off. It was getting you scared? Yeah, but I want to get scared by the fucking game, not fucking someone spamming TTS or spamming sound alerts of bang 5 times in a row. Some games are better with alerts. Yeah, but not like fucking Dead Space. Like, you have to really pay attention and, like, you know, listen to it. The MA alerts for Offalo? What's MA again? Appleba. Cat Lana plays Dead Space. Well, yeah, because the game was so poorly optimized. Oh, yeah, Mortuary Assistant. Yeah, there was a guy that spammed it like 5 times in a row, I think. Yeah. I was like, dude, like, stop. Like, the game is supposed to scare me. Like, Jesus. You need to chill. You have to do it out of nowhere so streamers don't expect it every single second. Well, the problem is that I can't justify bumping up the price to be like $500 for, like, for example, like a bang, right? Because we don't use it that often, but when people get a hold of it, they're like, all right, it's only $1. I'm gonna start spamming it. Because most streamers have really expensive, like, sound alerts. That's the problem. Yeah, and switching it around in the middle of a stream is fucking insane. It's a hassle. Yeah, and Snake, for example, he just does one bang and leaves, and then, yeah. It's annoying to fix every time you play games. Yeah, and that's why you, like, have to turn them off, because people can't control themselves. I gotta stretch my neck, hold on. Snake, hot. I can't imagine using any alert except for walkers or cat time. Yeah. All right. Is it that time? Yeah, I think so. Chat, it's that time. Yeah, it's that time. We act! Snake was solid was time for alerts. You could call him Solid Snake. Yeah, exactly. All redeems are off. Nice. Also, someone could make it. You can change it off so you can play alerts. Yeah, and I found out that you can't fucking do that, and that pissed me off because when they were spamming it, right? I tried to go into sound alerts to try and fix it, and then I found out that you can't fucking make it so people can't spam it. The only thing you can do is increase the price. And I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, there's no cooldown. My strawberries and cream GG subs, so my black shaker arrived. Thanks, code SMUG. Yay! Yay! I'm glad it got here. When is the Shine Lily fucking shit shipping, man? All my fucking cups, man. I'm pissed. I'm malding. Yeah. Motherfuckers. Some people have got them. I haven't gotten mine. Yeah, I don't have my cups for Lily. I'm pissed. I'm gonna fucking strangle one of her fans. Make them give her. Make them give me her cups. Comics, watch out. Yeah, you little bitch. Yeah, my yoga merch hasn't shipped, so I'm just wondering if I'm like fucked or cucked. Make a run! I'm gonna get you. Alright, let's go down, chat. Let's go down. Did you get the metal cup? Yeah, I got the metal and the plastic one. Yep. There we go. All right, I'm gonna go. Ow! Fucking corner. Can't believe you used to mute this. I think I got one guide one time. Yeah, I got one guide and some guy started complaining and saying, "Oh, I don't like this. This is dumb. Can you mute it?" I was like, all right, fine. Maybe people aren't saying anything. Best sound on stream. Yeah. Okay, what should we leave on? I guess I could just leave on music. Allowing yourself to be one guide. Maybe I will get one guide in like a year or two. I think the metal ones are being delayed. The ones that received theirs was the plastic ones. Oh, that makes sense because I ordered both in the same batch, right? Not separate. So it's probably just not shipping because they always ship shit together. Okay. Alana likes getting one guide. Yep. Still getting one guide at 10K, just like Asmongold. I am Asmonbald. Global emo. Shut up. Alright, I'll be right back. I need to get more water. Okay, behave yourself.
Oh, Metapod. Oh, Metapod, use Harden. Metapod, Harden. Oh, yeah, Metapod, you're so hard. Metapod, Harden. Oh, he's so hard. Look at those two hard throbbing Metapods. They're so strong and hard. Wow.
上太阳，红红彤彤哎，心中的太阳是毛泽东哎，他领导我们的解放哎，人民翻身当家做
What service does XUP choose for shipping in the US /?
自由啊，人民翻身当家做主人。
Why are you so good at this?
It's my language, man. What do you want from me?
Meh.
You got your baited. You got your baited. You got your baited. Baited. Baited.
Aboba.
Meh. 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 Meh.
Plug. 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 Plug.
Meh.
Plug.
Meh.
Plug.
Meh.
Are you from Russia?
No, I'm from England, America!
So fuck. Who's your president?
Michael Jordan!
Sorry I took so long. I'm sorry. Sorry. What the fuck was that? Hello? Are you guys okay? Jeez. Yeah, I was rubbing some ointment on my pinched nerve. That was a massive shit. No, I didn't take a poop. I was rubbing some cream on my neck because that's where the pinched nerve is, and that's where it would like help. 90% of gamblers quit before they win big. Alright, get these fucking sounds out of here. Meh. Did I miss anything? Nope. No. But then we act! We act! Yeah, this fucking pinched nerve is fucking cramping on my chest right now. What do we got on the table today? Ooh. I made your worst video. Is that I did a thing? Oh yeah, this is an old one. Yeah, let's relax. Watch some guy blowing up his garage in Australia. Let's do it. Tammy gonna need a cardboard box soon. Dude, my cat is tearing down my cat tree. He's destroying it one bit at a time. He already destroyed 2 entire legs, and I've been like trying to plaster them together to like make them like, you know, keep them together. This video's good. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Tammy, you can destroy my wood anytime. Mats, can you ban that guy that just typed that in my chat? Please? Alright, 3, 2, 1.
How you go?
Holy crap. Is that a dead bird?
Poor guy.
Ugh.
You guys keep sending me video suggestions, and they're alright, but your method of delivery is very strange.
Wait, can you please stop throwing dead birds at my house?
He lives right by the main road, huh? That kind of sucks.
What do you mean? You got a bird? Ow.
Another one!
So today, I'm going to make 5 of your video ideas in the hope that you'll leave me alone. Okay, the first suggestion comes from Coping Molding Truth 43 on Twitter, who wants me to make a pressure washer bidet, which sounds hilarious and will finally...
Wait, what is his name? Coping Molding Truth 43.
will finally allow me to properly clean my ass. So, I'm going to start with a cheap bidet and a cheap pressure washer, and I'm hoping I can just plug this straight into my ass and it will work. But after turning on the pressure washer and seeing how strong it is...
You're not gonna have a butthole left after this. What is this guy doing? Yeah, that's gonna destroy his butt.
I'm not sticking that in my ass.
I decided against that and wanted to see if I could plug the pressure washer directly into the bidet.
Okay.
And it didn't destroy the bidet like I thought it would. The bidet just didn't let the high pressure water through, which is actually a good thing because otherwise I would have made a hole in my foot. So I'm going to have to upgrade all these crappy plastic parts to high pressure hose. And I've never actually used a bidet before, but I've heard from others that have that they work really well and feel a bit.
I had a friend in Classic WoW that talked about getting a bidet during the pandemic because they were scared of like running out of toilet paper, and he said it changed his life. And I was like, I don't believe you. And he said, yeah, me and my girlfriend use the bidet all the time. And I'm like, okay. It probably gets full of poop and nasty stuff though, no? Does it not? Like, it just, like, it gets pooped up and shit? No? It doesn't? Okay. I didn't know that.
A bit like your own personal slave that spits water on your ass. So I'm very excited to try one. And after taking apart the bidet and having a proper look inside, I think I'm just going to have to replace everything as it's all low quality plastic. And the original bidet has two nozzles, one for normal people and the other for women. So I'm only going to make a one hole.
Wait, why do women need a different one? I want to get blasted by a bidet, says Tammy. No, someone explain that one to me. Why does it have two different ones? Normal people and women. More pressure? Okay. One's for the boot, but one's for the coochie. Oh, is it actually for the coochie? No way, really? There's a front one for the girls? Oh my lord. You get pussy blasted by the bidet.
Nozzle. And I'm going to do that by just welding a pipe to this high pressure hose fitting, which will have this little plunger inside that will move out as the water pushes it and will then squirt water out of this little hole. And after giving it a quick test, it worked really well at low pressure with no water coming out of the gaps. So I turned on the pressure washer to see if it would explode.
Okay, power washer on. 3, 2.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And I've now realized I've made a big mistake. I purchased the wrong fitting, and the hose is never going to properly attach. So instead of doing the right thing and just buying a new one, I tested my luck by attempting to weld the high pressure plastic hose directly to the fitting.
This is such a dumb idea.
Yeah, but you do it anyway because you're Australian.
Which actually seemed to work, as I was constantly keeping the metal cool. So I tested it again.
Ew!
5, 4, 3, 2.
And that actually worked really well. So I installed it into the bidet and sprayed the whole thing white. And I'm not going to install this on an inside toilet as I've already made enough holes in the ceiling. So I test fitted it on this chair outside, and it actually feels as nice and comfortable as a normal toilet, which means it was time to use the bidet.
Oh my god. He actually does.
And I'm going to test it first on this pig belly, which I've heard makes a really accurate ass substitute.
3, 2.
How does he know that? Pork is a good ass substitute? Okay, it's not tearing the butthole apart. That's a good start. Oh my god. You know what? Never mind. There's a hole in there.
And that worked amazingly. The bidet managed to clean all the way through the pig belly, removing the fat and meat.
Ew.
This is disgusting. There's
pig
meat
fat on the ceiling.
everywhere.
But it still didn't cut it cleanly in half like I was hoping. So I'm going to give the bidet an easier challenge, this apple.
That's not an apple. What the hell's that? Ew! Right through! That's a papaya, yeah.
And this would
papaya.
definitely clean my insides. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a papaya.
Okay, the second suggestion comes from Ryan, or as I like to call him, Ryan. And he suggests replacing the blades on a ceiling fan with knives. And I've already replaced all my kitchen knife blades with ceiling fans, which works great.
Wonderful.
But I've never thought of doing it the other way around. So I'm excited. And the first thing I need to get is a ceiling. And then a
Yeah, that is very efficient.
fan. And this one was a nice cheap one, but it means I need to put it together. So I opened up the box and then got the instructions and put them in the bin. And then followed them from there. And after connecting the blue wire to the blue wire, the green wire to the green wire, and the brown to the brown, it didn't work. So I skipped using this speed controller and just borrowed a power cable.
Borrowed!
And then
I told you guys, this guy's a bandit. I bet you when he used to live with his parents and he had this inkling for like making gadgets, they would constantly find like TVs, consoles broken, parts missing out of their microwave or some shit.
Connected it directly to the fan, which means the fan only has one speed.
He's a little
on.
bandit.
And now that I have a fan that spins, it's machete time.
Machetes.
So I pulled off the plastic handles, then welded a dodgy brace to the machete before attaching them to the fan.
Yeah, that totally won't spin out of control and chop someone's head off.
And this is already terrifying. But not as terrifying as my inability to count how many blades a fan actually has. And I now have an extra machete. If anyone wants it, it's in this bush right here. Okay, now time to strap this to my ceiling.
His landlords must hate him. Asbestos. He didn't own that chat? No, guys, you don't understand. This guy rents. He doesn't own. It's actual, like, lore that he had. Yeah, he rents. How is this safe? That is a terrifying sound. Holy fuck.
It's so fast.
He's standing there!
I don't like that.
This is terrifying. It's
You know those Aztec death whistles, whatever they're called? That's kind of what it reminds me of. The ones where you blow and it sounds like a screech. And that means someone's gonna come kill you.
so silent in the air, almost like the blades are so sharp that they are just cutting right through it. Let's chuck some stuff into it.
Bro, how?
And to do that, I made this little safety fortress.
That is not safe, man! Look, it's just a couch! Yep,
I
that'll cut
wasn't
your
really
dick
happy
off.
with the angle I had to throw the fruit at, so I repositioned my fortress right under the fan.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Nice, that's clean. That's a clean hit. Yep. Yeah, it's Fruit Ninja in real life. I used to play that game so much. Whoa, the double
And
cut.
that was fun to watch while editing, but not fun while I was there. I was imagining my welds snapping and the blade flying out and shooting through my barricade at any moment. But besides that, it did a great job of cutting through. 9 out
He does his own stunts, man. I can't believe
10.
this guy, man. He's crazy.
Right, the third idea comes from Swagger Souls on Twitter, who wants me to make mustard gas and then put it on a hot dog.
Swagger.
And the first thing I'm going to need is some pool chlorine. Sorry, I meant the third idea is a sponsorship for PayPal Honey. Honey is the #1 shopping tool in America, but I like to think of it as being similar to my
Not
mother,
pool
who's
chlorine.
always looking out for me.
Wait, you can't tell how to make mustard gas on YouTube?
And always
can't
trying to
do
find me great
that.
deals on the things I'm buying.
You can't. I don't
Once you
believe
install
you.
Honey, it sits on your computer, and then when you go to buy something, if Honey works on that site, it swoops in and automatically searches for coupon codes so you don't have to. You could be
Educational,
buying a
alright.
tent, an office chair, or this man's legs. Doesn't matter what you're buying, as Honey works on many of the sites you are already using. For example, I was purchasing
machete.
these 4 machetes for this video, and Honey found a coupon to save me $10. Who doesn't love the feeling of randomly being surprised with a discount when you're purchasing machetes? So go now and add it to your
Wow.
browser for free at joinhoney.com/iditathing. That's joinhoney.com/iditathing.
Feels EU, man. Even Australians can get it to work.
All right, this comes from Zoe Possum, who wants me to get a jackhammer and put a rubber pad on the bottom and footholds on the side, creating the world's most terrifying pogo stick. And I already know this is going to scramble my brain, but I can't resist making it. And I'm also killing 2 birds with 1 stone, as Ludwig requested I also make a device that can finally help the short fellow jump
Ludwig contributed to this? Oh my god. And Max Mofo!
high enough to dunk, which seems impossible, but I'll give it a shot. So the first thing I did was go to the local store.
Guys, there is this awesome code PayPal Honey that advertises 10% off GG subs using code SMUG.
Wow, thank you so much for the ad.
And bought these bolt cutters. Then I waited till night.
This guy's just schizo for sure.
And went down to the closest construction site and then borrowed this. And I didn't really have a choice of jackhammer, so I grabbed this one, which is very noisy.
Oh my god, my ears!
But luckily, I can just put on ear protection.
Ah!
Now at the moment, it has this sharp chisel at the bottom, which would
Why is he pointing with his feet, man?
be similar to jumping in stilettos. Sexy, but not efficient. So I'm going to make a giant metal foot to increase the surface area. And for reference, I took a photo of my foot.
Wow, beautiful. He has an ugly ass foot, I'm not gonna lie. Damn.
Very nice foot.
No, it's not. Why are you lying to him?
And then cut out this. And then welded some extra support metal on top so it's strong enough to handle the jackhammer. Then I welded a piece of pipe on the foot so the jackhammer can slip neatly into its new shoe. And the foot is done. But now I just need somewhere to put my feet. And I don't want to
He's gonna need that photo when he loses that foot one of these days. Yeah, this guy's notorious. He never wears like protection, essentially. Like the bare minimum so he doesn't die. Australians, man.
permanently attach anything or weld to the jackhammer, as I actually plan to give this back to the construction site once I'm done. So I got a piece of wood and made a hole in it, and then put a clamp underneath and a heap of duct tape and kept wrapping it around until I created this
That's
horrible
safe.
mess. This is not gonna work. And I fixed it.
Bro, holy
And that's done.
shit.
So now I just need to turn this terrifying thing on.
Bro, there's no way. awful. Come on, pussy, get on. What's he doing, man?
And it broke all of my welds. And I could re-weld it, but there was absolutely no jumping happening, and all it did was really hurt my wrists and ankles, which didn't even look funny on camera.
Yeah, you got the pain without the humor.
0 out of 10.
I wonder why it hurts. Is it because like your ankles and your joints are not used to it? Is that why? That's a pear. Oh.
Okay, the final suggestion comes from Hey Jack, who wants me to make solar panel glasses. And his intention here is to blind me by making me stare into the sun.
The vibrations, yeah, that makes sense.
Which I'm willing to do, as everyone knows there's nothing more entertaining than a blind person. Now, I could put half-transparent solar panels directly over the lens of the sunglasses, which would look more aesthetic, but would be hard to do. So instead, I'm just going to 3D print some sunglasses with mounts on top, and then use these tiny solar panels, which I just took from the roof of this tiny house, which I'll mount on top. And I figure this will actually look pretty acceptable as sunglasses, as if people are willing to wear these, which make you look like a pedophile, I'm talking to you, Andrew, these don't look bad in comparison.
Holy shit.
And you know how I just said I'm going to
PDF
3D
file.
print these glasses? I forgot that I broke my 3D printer by shooting it a couple of videos ago. So instead I used my 2D printer and just printed these out. Then I cut down this piece of PVC pipe and straightened it with a heat gun. And then heated it again so I could
No
mold it
gloves.
perfectly to
No gloves, no protection. Just grabs it, goes, ow.
the shape of the sunglasses.
He must have no nerve endings on his freaking hands and feet anymore, I swear.
Then I got the tiniest drill bit I'm legally allowed to own and made a hole. And then watched this video on YouTube to see where I threw away those small screws at the beginning of the video.
Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god. What a fucking
And
idiot,
stuck it all
man.
together. And a quick spray paint. And it's done. So now let's say I'm standing in the sun. And I'm feeling a little too hot. Idiots would just move to the shade. But all I need to do is attach my little fan to the sunnies and then stare directly into the sun until the fan starts moving, cooling me down.
That's really smart. Ah.
Give me that one.
Wow. That's really
It's
nice,
also great
man.
for charging your phone. All I had to do was swap over to this charging port and then stare into the sun for 2 hours to get 1% charge extra on my phone.
Okay, ready? So I'm looking down, no charge. Watch what happens when I look up.
Wow.
Is it doing anything? Yeah, okay. It's making the thing now. Okay.
Oh shit.
This is just torture. This is horrible.
6 out of 10. Which means Ryan is the winner with the ceiling machete fan. Ryan,
That was
please send me
pretty
your
good.
full name, address, and credit card details, including the CVV, to receive your prize.
It's a bomb.
Thank you so much for watching. If you like that, please subscribe and check out some of my other videos.
Australians. Australians, man. Can't stand them. They're terrifying. Chat, what do you think of that? Do you guys think that he should have won? Yeah. Brother. Can't win against them? No, you can beat him if you're an emo. We need him at NASA. Can you go to outer space in bare feet? I don't think you can. You'll die. There was another video of his that was super funny. The one where he, yes, this one! The giant Beyblade! Holy fuck, that was terrifying. At a certain point, about like a quarter way through the video, the spinning blades were terrifying and they made like a scary sound. And even he got scared. He put shoes on. Because he got so afraid. Oh my god, my neck. Shoes, no way. Yes, he got so scared he actually put on shoes. Aw, Shibas! I fucking love Shibas. I want to see some Shibas. Matara! Yeah, there's Matara as well. Oh. Yoroshiku. They're so fluffy. Cute. I like how they're kind of shy. They're kind of like me. They want to say hi, but they're a little bit intimidated. Yum, 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 yum. What is this music, bro? Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Ow. Does your dog get scared of the cat? No, they literally sleep together. They love each other. They play, they share water bowls. Stop it! Stop it! Stop sniffing my butthole, you weirdo! Stop it! Yeah. Alright, I got a good one. Journalists reap what they sowed and blame YouTubers for it. What was that Aspen post someone was talking about? Aspen. How long have Juji and Jax lived together? I got Juji, and then about 6 months later, I got Jax, which is the cat, and they've been together for like 3.5, 4 years. It's Asmonball. I love Asmonball. Are you female Asmonball? Yeah. They hit it off pretty much right away. I supervised them for like a couple of weeks where I didn't really want them to get like upset with each other, but they ended up just snuggling. I sat on the couch and I would bring the cat out, like out of his like separate like room area. And then the dog would snuggle up to me and I would just have them snuggle for like a couple of hours at a time together in the same space. And then they just got used to each other. And then one time I caught them like playing together and I just was like, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, one time I turned around and I saw the cat like coming out of the room and I forgot to close the door. And I saw them playing together. They were like chasing each other and like play fighting. They're like, ruff, ruff, ruff. Super cute. Super duper cute. Oh yeah, what was I doing? Oh. Great.
Hey, what's up, guys?
They were playing Monopoly. Speaking of dog, excuse me, are you having a conversation over there? Ooh. Oh my god, buddy. God, my dog is just such a baby. He saw someone outside and he started freaking out, thinking they're gonna come inside. My bad, sorry. Ah, poor little guy. He gets scared like when there's things outside. Alright, let's watch it. 3, 2, 1, boom.
Right here. So let's be honest, it is currently a very rough time to be a game journalist between the recent rounds of layoffs and also the fact that they have
If you're a journalist of any capacity, you're having a bad time. I don't think real journalism has been a thing for like over 20 years, I think.
to pump out 20 to 30 articles a day to earn just enough pennies to justify their existence. Couple all of that with the fact that their most viewed articles are often because people are making fun of how bad they are. They're pretty much monetizing their humiliation fetishes at this point. It is a very
VTuber journalist? Dude. There is a VTuber journalist. What's his name? I think he blocked me, even though I've never interacted with him or brought him up.
bleak time
Yeah,
and an
Ducky,
embarrassing
that
time
guy.
to be a game journalist. However, there's been some big developments in that realm. So it has been reported that IGN has acquired several of their competitors in a big move here. Basically, their attempt to monopolize game journalism as they
Yay! Capitalism! Yahoo!
seek to be the main source of that material, which of course has resulted in more layoffs and journalists losing their jobs, which a lot of people say you reap what you sow. Nobody feels bad for game journalists currently. Their PR is absolutely terrible, whether it's at IGN or any of these other places. They treat everyone, including gamers, for example, very poorly. They have a very poor view of them, and their articles are not good enough to justify their attitude. Now, of course, keeping in mind too, this is an attempt to monopolize game journalism.
Yeah, well, we've come full circle. Now everybody's gonna have the same dog shit opinion. And you're not gonna be able to distinguish it from one news source or like gaming news source from another. Because people are gonna still look at like Eurogamer or Rock Paper Shotgun and think like, oh, these are independent sources. I'm sure they don't share the same opinion. Just like real news. Yes, exactly. Someone brought up Jason Schreier. That guy's okay. He actually does like a lot of work and puts in a lot of effort into researching. Even if he has some like bad takes, in my opinion, I still like can objectively say that he has good facts that he like backs up. Yeah, like he actually talks to people. He doesn't just say, oh, this happened and maybe this is real or maybe it's not, like most journalists do for video games or in general. He's not a great person, I don't agree with him, but a lot of his pieces have actual backing. Yeah, exactly. I would rather look at something objectively and be able to distinguish it through facts and realizing that he has an opinion over like the same garbage being regurgitated and only being half true because I didn't do half the effort that that guy did. Jason.
That should scare you because IGN is already terrible and now they're absorbing a lot of their competition to basically be this giant monolith of terrible game journalism. That should scare you. Now, before we get into the details of this story, I want to remind you guys, a sponsor of the channel for this month and someone who will provide some quality content unlike these game journalists. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the Giga Chads at Factor have returned to sponsor this video. Get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders using my link. Click the link in the description or scan the QR code with your phone. Now, what is Factor? It is a trusted meal delivery service featuring a large selection of delicious pre-made meal options for you to enjoy. Look, you're busy. Why spend your free time shopping at the grocery store or cooking complicated recipes that require extensive cleanup afterwards? Get chef-prepared meals on the table in just 2 minutes with Factor's ready-to-eat meals so you can get back to doing things you actually enjoy, like anime girls and /or my videos. That's right, all it takes is the ability to press a few buttons on the microwave and 2 minutes of patience to have delicious meals ready to eat. And trust me when I say I stand by their quality. I also love Factor because they offer not only delicious meals, but also high protein and diet conscious meal options for people like me who want to maximize their gains at the gym. Thanks again to Factor for sponsoring this video. Once again, click the link in the description or the pinned comment to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. Welcome back, guys. So let's get into the details of this recent acquisition from IGN here. So, IGN Entertainment has acquired the Gamer Network family of digital brands for an undisclosed sum of money. As a result of the acquisition, some redundancies have been made across the UK-based organization. Gamer Network's publications are Game Industry Biz, Eurogamer, including
Eurogamer's a big one. Yeah. Welcome to hell, Euros. Capitalism welcomes you.
6 local language editions, Rock Paper Shotgun VG247, and Dicebreaker. So basically they're absorbing some of their competition under their own ownership and likely going to dissolve some of them or greatly influence their
Eurogamer's ass? Yeah, but normies love it. Like, you can say Funko Pops are ass, but people still buy Funko Pops.
activities. And you can see Eurogamer is one of those that have been acquired by IGN, saying Eurogamer has a new parent company, IGN Entertainment. Now, of course, nobody really feels too badly about anything happening to Eurogamer. In fact, they are one of the main people behind the Sweet Baby Inc. cover-up where they intentionally ignored any of the harassment campaigns launched by Sweet Baby Inc. employees that started the whole recent Gamergate situation. And you can see people in the replies basically making fun of them. This person...
Use me as a dislike button. That's actually kind of based.
Saying use me as a dislike button and getting more likes than Eurogamer's actual tweet here. But moving forward, here's GameIndustry.biz. They're another company that was acquired by IGN in this move. And you can see one of their employees saying, "Hello, folks. I've unfortunately been laid off from GI Biz. I'm fine, really. I'm open to new work opportunities. If you acquire the skills of an award-winning reporter/journalist with a focus on marginalized voices and B2B writing, please consider me." Now, people have been reacting to this because, yes, this is another round of layoffs in the game journalism area. And we see this response from someone who's a part of the industry, and this really sums up a lot of the issues with game journalism right now. So they basically express their concern about people losing their jobs. But down here, the Cecilia person says, "A strong games press is especially important as the lines blur between gaming and social media/big tech. There are so effing many..."
Since when, man? Gaming journalists? Brother. There are not that many, I would say, I wouldn't even use the word that many. I would say there's very few not fake gaming journalists, man. You can't be serious. A strong games press is especially important. Maybe if you played the game and had actual opinions, yes, I would totally agree. But I've seen what's happened in the last 10 years, man.
Many stories to write. These senseless layoffs are especially painful as reactionary YouTubers with no journalism training eat away at journalism mindshare. So basically, they're blaming YouTubers for this big downfall of game journalists, which is absolutely hilarious. If you want to talk about reaping what you have sowed, this is exactly it, okay? This is your fault, game journalists. You have been providing absolute...
I wish journos a very coal mine work shift. I wish them a very nice day. Alana doing her part. Oh, shut up! Shut your yourself.
slop for so long that you have been replaced by people who don't need a background in journalism to cover these very basic things. In fact, if you want to blame the fact that there's so many stories to cover, that is the result of your own failures as game journalists. You need to make 20 to 30 articles per day to make enough ad revenue to justify your existence. That
brother. Reactionary YouTube's no journalism. You don't need. It's almost like you don't need a journalism degree to spread the word.
That is a situation you have created because nobody wants to click on your articles anymore because they're all trash. And now YouTubers are effectively replacing your very limited need. And a lot of the times when you're being covered, game journalists and their articles are being covered by YouTubers, it's YouTubers correcting them or making fun of them. That's pretty much the only time these game journalists
deserve to get bullied.
Are relevant when it comes to YouTubers or really just the gaming scene in general. However, IGN, guys, IGN is getting more and more powerful and they're trying to get their foothold in the game journalism scene and basically take it over. Now we're gonna have slop like this. They've been working overtime to try to prop up the related narratives surrounding Assassin's Creed Shadows and their choice of Yasuke as one of the main characters. They already wrote this article, we talked about it a few days ago, basically saying that better representation for Asian people in video games isn't going to be found in yet another samurai hero. In that article, they basically said,
why not? Why not? I know for a fact Chinese dynasty history games sell really, really well in China. They like that kind of stuff. They like having their history propped up in a positive light or in a cool way. Hi, Lady Talaria. Hi, you're welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. Written by a half Korean who never left Cali. I mean, it just blows my mind that people have these attitudes. Yeah, Dynasty Wars is super popular with Chinese people and Chinese demographics. It doesn't matter that it came from somewhere else. It's still really popular because they like the game and it makes them feel like they're part of their culture. Why is it, let's stop pretend we're bad at the new Assassin's Creed because he's not Asian? Okay, tell it to the Japanese people being upsetty spaghetti.
said, sorry Asians, you've had enough representation for now. Please take a seat and be grateful that you got to be basically represented by samurai stories in the past, but you've had enough and stop complaining about it. Well, here's their most recent article saying this.
Samurai Warriors is also huge in Japan.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes money, so why not?
If you're surprised to see an African man in feudal Japan, you may not know his fascinating true story. This is Yasuke, known widely as Japan's first black samurai and the real historical person to be playable protagonist in Assassin's Creed. So of course, we've seen people try to say, oh, Assassin's Creed's not meant to be historical. A lot of game journalists are saying this. And now they're praising Assassin's Creed for having a historical person and then labeling him as a samurai when much—
Yeah, this is cringe because the argument that they always brought up was like, Assassin's Creed involves magic and time travel and nobody cares. It doesn't have to be historically accurate. And then they pivot to this and say, the first real historical person to be playable. Like, what are you talking about, man? Why do you just pivot and do like a 180?
Much of the historical evidence suggests that he was simply a retainer. Now, I've seen a lot of people using various sources to claim that Yasuke is a samurai. This video right here I've been seeing all over the place on Twitter. People are citing this individual as a source that he was a samurai. So here's one of the many tweets sharing that video, and I paused on this section of the video for a reason, as you'll see, but they say this: with 32,000 likes, interesting, the most famous foreign samurai, and y'all mad they put him in Assassin's Creed, and y'all racist continue to try to diminish Yasuke. Interesting. And you can see the person who made that video says this: the content of my videos are based on personal studies and experience. There is no intention of denying—
I think they spelled intention wrong too.
—other theories and cultural aspects. And then these people are literally using his words to deny other theories and cultural aspects completely over their head. Now, other people have had comments about the reliability of that video that is being used.
That's a super cope, because the fantasy is like 5% of the game and it always developed in the DLCs, not in the main game, so the people who talk about that don't even play any game, you circumflex BTW.
Shut up. You really had to throw that in there at the end? No, I totally agree. Again, journalists always play games and stick their stupid fucking faces in where they don't belong. Yo, Big Gun, thank you! And Kutan and Vault, thank you so much. What was that? Was that first time chatter? Where? That's your first time chatter? Aw, thank you. Thank you, Big Gun.
Used as a source. You can see Puku here, who is a based goldfish YouTuber from Japan, someone who helped spread some of the awareness of bad English localizations of anime and manga over to Japanese users. They brought that to light, oftentimes using my videos or Asmongold's videos as sources to share the message, which was really cool. But here they are, a Japanese YouTuber sharing their opinion about this source being passed around, saying,
massive piss. What the frick, Talaria? What the frick? Thank you. You didn't have to do that. We just rated you. Gabriel, thank you so much. What the frick? Guys! Spreading the love. Oh my god, you didn't have to do that. Thank you, Gabriel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my god. This is leaving me speechless sometimes. Thank you so much. I enjoy this way too much, so thank you. Man, what the fuck, man? I don't get it! Well, I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Thank you.
he is a former employee of a Japanese restaurant and just a YouTuber.
Wait, this is like the equivalent of someone from Applebee's? Like writing or making a video about American history.
Damn Fox tax season again, SmugAlana cry.
Dark Lord, thank you so much. Is this another rando in a kimono? Yeah, like imagine someone from America who's not a historical buff or like a professor who works at like, I don't know, Red Robin or Red Lobster making a video about American history.
Just because he lives in Kyoto and wears a kimono does not mean that Japanese people endorse his claims.
Fox tax don't break my knees.
Thank you, $5.
He himself said at the beginning that this was a personal claim. The number of followers cannot be used as evidence. Yes.
I wish they had Tom Cruise come in to be the samurai. I might have played that.
I did not like that movie just because it was Tom Cruise. Like, Tom Cruise can be a pretty good actor, but like that movie was ass. Also, thank you for 1,000 biddies. I would let a Red Lobster employee describe American culture. Yeah, but this isn't American culture. I mean, Japanese culture. This is Japanese history. The last summer was fun. No, it was fun. I just didn't like it that much. I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of a ridiculous movie, but I mean, it wasn't like bad. It was just a silly movie.
These people are seeing a Japanese man wearing a kimono and they immediately assume he must be an expert in Japanese culture and history. And he is unquestioned. That is absolutely insane. Can you imagine the irony of this situation? They're just seeing a guy wearing a kimono who's Japanese and they say, well, he must know. And now,
or an American with like a bunch of guns in the background wearing a military like outfit, but he's never been in the army or doesn't know anything about guns, talking about guns or something. Imagine that. But this is acceptable because people are like, no, they know, they're history buffs, surely.
we're endorsing him as a source, not only to back up our claims, but also to dismiss people's other claims about Yasuke and whether or not he is a samurai. It's absolutely insane. It's like seeing a dude named Kevin from Texas wearing a cowboy hat and going, huh, he must be an expert in American history and culture.
That's what damn it. I'm pretty much.
Like, it's absolutely insane. But moving forward, we're seeing the kinds of minds behind this entire push, right? So here we have this saying, meet the diverse team of Assassin's Creed Shadows. From the narrative director and lead writer to the level designers, the team embodies diversity, most unexpectedly, a group of white Western liberal women who seem to dislike their skin. So here's the team for Assassin's Creed. Now, there is something very interesting. If you zoom in right here, you get a little guest cameo from who? Kim Bel-Air. Now, if you don't know who
I remember her. Oh my
Kim
god.
Bel-Air is, as she literally is hiding in the background of this Assassin's Creed team meetup here.
Right here.
She is the co-founder.
Yes, she's crazy. She said she was the one that said you should scare your employees, or not employees, your higher ups, to scare them like into doing things you want because they want you to like change. How do I say it? Like you should be scared of like cancel culture mob. Yeah, they are actually crazy.
Of Sweet Baby Inc., which is not surprising that she would make an appearance there because Ubisoft is one of the clients of Sweet Baby Inc. And most famously, Kim Bel-Air has said that she wants to encourage people to push for more DEI initiatives in various businesses by threatening people with the terrifying aspects of cancel culture and the consequences they might face by not following through on these initiatives. That is Kim Bel-Air.
If you get canceled on Twitter, your game is gonna do bad.
And she is literally hiding like some kind of a boss in the background, showing that she is directly involved with Assassin's Creed Shadows, which really shouldn't surprise you at this point. However, there's a lot of other very questionable things going on with their team. Once again, reported here saying Assassin's Creed Shadows developer confessed their intention of finding a non-Japanese character to fit the Japanese period. This article is 100% real and came from a now deleted paragraph from Famitsu. Even the Japanese website paid by Ubisoft is doing damage control. So when they're talking...
Oh no, you're deleting the evidence. That's so bad. That means that you know that you did something wrong. And they know they fucked up.
About their choice of Yasuke, they say, we were first looking for our samurai, someone who could be our non-Japanese eyes, though. I got nothing to say about that. That sounds pretty awful. And really it's reflected by this tweet made by Mark Kern here saying, why are all you woke white people doing preaching about what Japanese history is? Isn't that like one of your no-go things to do? Which is a very fair statement. In every other context, if a white person comes in and says, no, I know your history better than you do to some foreign person, that would be met with extreme outrage. But in this case, for some reason, it is...
No, I know better than you do, chat. I know better.
Met with praise and support just because it's targeting Japanese history, which once again shows social media's terrible attitude towards Japanese people and Japanese culture as a whole. But for now, that's going to do it for this video. A couple game journalism updates as well as Assassin's Creed updates. But
I hear
yeah, that's going to do it for this video. As always,
background.
feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Oh my god. Jesus. I heard the lawnmower in the background. What the fuck? People claim that the series Shogun needed more black people. Wait, that show's really good apparently. I've been told. Yeah. I've been told that show's really good, but I just don't have time to watch it. Good shot. I saw the word gringos and I was like, oh. Yeah, never mind. It's usually it's usually nasty. The Portuguese guy didn't say anything wrong, by the way, but mods have the last word. Oh. The foreigners think they are the best? Oh! I don't know. It depends on the context. It was pretty bad. Yeah, that was not Portuguese. That was, or was it? Oh, no, it was Portuguese. I don't know. They can appeal it if they were taken out of context, but that was like a really strong first time chatter. Americans are foreigners to everywhere else. No, well, yes and no.
Posture check. Hydration check.
Thank you. Thank you. I was sitting up. I have a grudge against Portuguese. I'm hunched and dehydrated. Hey! We should go get a drink. Right now! Yeah, new chatters never read rules. Alright, let me open up some of the suggestion box videos. That's a tick, that's a snooze, that's an X. What the hell? Tactical thermite powered hot dog. What the fuck? That thing? Yeah, maybe I'll watch it. I like things exploding. It's fun. I know this thing. Okay. Let's watch it then. This looks like fun. Why not? Alright, they're in a lab. It's funny. Okay!
Yo, Justin, you hungry? Do you want to grab some lunch?
Yeah, I'm hungry, but I've got to tend the neurons. I'm not going to have a lot of time.
Don't worry, I got you. Quick, Jonah, grab the case!
Oh god. Oh my god, there's so many labels on it! What the hell is that? Instant hot dog, 38mm.
Smoke. There we go.
Wait, what? Not to be operated by fuckwits. Wait, they use thermite to heat the water inside? That's kind of cute.
Single-use instant hot dog. Of all of the silly sentences we've said on this channel, this one might be my favorite. This, like many of our projects, started as a meme, but when we started talking about it, we realized it would probably be fairly easy to implement, and before we knew it, we were speccing out materials for an instant hot dog cooker, and a military-grade one at that. Now,
That's
right
cool,
off the bat,
man.
there were some choices to make, because cooked can mean a lot of things. Hot dogs actually come pre-cooked from the factory, so while it may not be the best way, you can...
Guys, do you eat your hot dogs cold or hot? Or both? I've eaten a cold hot dog out of desperation. Yeah, out of desperation. I have done that. Yeah, I've ate it once. I was really, really hungry. Slightly burnt. Honestly, kind of base.
Eat them straight out of the package. But in general, if you go to a hot dog stand on the street, those dogs are either boiled or grilled. We considered doing both, but what started as a silly idea turned into more than a month-long research project to actually make the first version work. Remember, we do things not because they are easy, but because we think they'll be easy. So today, we're going with boiled, but let us know in the comments if you'd like to see a grilled version in the future. Initially, we did do some experiments to see if it was possible to cook a hot dog from the inside, but when we tried inserting a tube into a hot dog and then jamming a sparkler down the hole as a sort of slow form of thermite, all we got was a slightly warm hot dog and an absolutely charred core. So we knew it would have to be cooked exclusively from the outside, because if we're doing this incredibly silly project, I won't settle for anything less than a perfectly cooked hot dog.
Tasty.
That's right, Fink. Look at those steaming weenies.
Since we're going with boiling our weenies, we needed a way to rapidly heat water to as close as boiling as possible. We ended up taking inspiration from this now discontinued product that makes a hot cup of coffee using a charge of thermite built into the can. The idea was that you twist the bottom, which sets off the chemical reaction and generates a huge amount of heat very quickly to warm the coffee. For those of you unfamiliar, classical thermite is a highly exothermic mixture of aluminum powder and iron oxide. The aluminum acts as the fuel and rips the oxygen off of the iron oxide, leaving behind molten iron as the mixture burns.
Wow.
Beyond just being set off in flower pots on YouTube, thermite has a variety of industrial applications, including welding train tracks together or anything else where you need a ton of molten iron very quickly. But what we found when we looked into it was that the coffee cans use a weird proprietary thermite that the company had developed, and isn't the usual aluminum and iron oxide stuff. While iron oxide and aluminum is the classic recipe, there's lots of ways to make thermite that replace either the type of oxide you—
I just had like PTSD to chemistry class. I just suddenly had PTSD. Remembering methodical formulas for like learning how electrons work and my brain
used or the metal. And depending on your choice, the reaction will be more or less violent.
Balance the equation.
Silicon dioxide, for example, also known as sand, quartz, or just silica, burns much slower and releases less energy than iron oxide, though also at the cost of being harder to start and maintain the burn.
Yes,
you can see that even with the help of some magnesium ribbon, getting silica thermite to burn on its own is very difficult. While it technically releases enough energy to be self-sustaining, you usually need to add another ingredient like sulfur to keep the reaction burning hot enough. The problem with this is adding ingredients like sulfur will produce an enormous amount of gas. So if we
stinky gas
want to contain the thermite even a little bit inside of a canister, this is a recipe for very, very bad situations. The coffee cans use some sort of silica thermite, but beyond that, we don't know what other ingredients they added to control the reaction and make it easy enough to start. So we had to just start from scratch and develop our own. We started with normal iron thermite as our control. This sort of thermite has a bunch of characteristic properties. For one, am I gonna
keep getting flashbanged over and over?
Tends to spray a ton of stuff everywhere and make a huge mess. But beyond that, something I don't think most videos of it make clear is just how bright these reactions are. We had welding masks on to protect our eyes, and even after the reaction, the puddle of molten slag and iron it leaves behind is so bright that it hurts to look at with your bare eyes. Keep in mind, classical thermite burns at temperatures well over 3,000 degrees Celsius. Some of the hottest types of thermite can get even hotter by a few thousand degrees, to the point that they throw off an enormous amount of UV light, enough to get a tan just from being near it during that initial burst of light. So it should be said not to try anything you're about to see at home. Thermite is extremely dangerous, and not only can it burn you, but blind you as well. We're doing these tests in a controlled environment with trained professionals and an abundance of safety equipment at the ready. To help show just how bright we're talking about, here's one where I've used as much neutral density and ISO reduction and all that kind of stuff as I could to try and show the reaction while it's at its peak. You can now only just barely see the sparkler that we're using to ignite it, but when the reaction starts, the camera still just gets absolutely maxed out. Slowing the footage down though, you can see that it burns like the sun and the room becomes clearly visible for a moment even through all that darkness. Okay, now let's see what all of this energy can do when we use it to heat water. We set a charge of thermite inside of a sort of test tube that we made out of copper pipe, and then set that in a beaker of water with a thermocouple. As before, it sprays a ton of stuff everywhere, leaving the water tinged a little bit red. And sometimes it would just melt through the copper because the heat wasn't getting conducted away quickly enough. So even though the reaction is really hot, it doesn't do a great job heating the water because of how much material gets ejected and wasted. But you can see the water does boil for a moment, and the water does jump about 50 degrees. So obviously we're going to need to tame this mixture a little bit if we want to be setting it off inside a partially sealed tube. There will be a vent hole in the hot dog cooker, but too much gas and it could still burst the tube. And we also don't want hot bits of iron flying out the vent either. So anything we add to the thermite has to slow the reaction without cooling it off too much, but also can't produce any more gas than is absolutely necessary.
Tasty toxic gas.
The solution we found was to use quartz sand mixed into the thermite. When you add the right amount, it still burns really well, but it doesn't spray stuff everywhere. While the silica can burn in the reaction, any that doesn't just melts and acts as a sticky glue to hold the burning mass together. To figure out the right amount, we tested 3 different concentrations of silica. At 20%, it still burns pretty violently. It doesn't quite go whoosh as much or throw as much debris, but it is not a slow burn by any measure. In the tube test, this mixture did look promising as it didn't just eject all the material, but the flame coming out the top was still pretty large and sparky. And we learned that even though it is more tame, it's not nearly tame enough. Sometimes it would still just melt the copper, though molten copper does heat the water pretty effectively, so that's kind of progress. At 40%, the mixture burns much more slowly and maintains a steady burn for a few seconds. This is the exact behavior we're looking for.
Okay,
and
that's
in the
good.
tube test, again, it burns nice and evenly, and you can see that it does a great job of imparting its energy into the water, making it boil steadily. At 60%, things get a bit iffy. The mix burns even more slowly, but we started running into issues of the mix not burning properly or failing to ignite, which is really bad. The only thing more dangerous than an armed incendiary device is one triggered that didn't activate. At this point, we were feeling really confident about this project because we had a mix that heated the water and was pretty controllable. That is, until we tried to light the thermite without using either a sparkler or magnesium ribbon. You see that one of the issues with thermite is that its ignition temperature is hotter than most fire burns. Once it gets going, it burns like a hot damn, but if I literally just point a blowtorch at a pile of thermite, it usually won't go. Fire just isn't hot enough, and apparently—
Steal an MRE heat pack? That's not gonna boil the water? And it's one-time use only. They wanted like a little dynamite stick.
Little plasma
to
lighters you can
blow it
buy
up.
aren't either. This kicked off another solid 2 weeks of tinkering, trying to make a mixture that was both sensitive enough to be lit by an electric igniter, stable enough to not be dangerous to be around, and burns hot enough to start the thermite. Oh, and of course, produce as little gas as physically possible. Unfortunately, because I don't want the bomb squad at my lab for the 3rd time, I can't actually tell you what we settled on for the fuse material, but
Wait, they had a bomb squad coming out to the lab? I need the lore on this.
will say that I
Holy.
have never had such a difficult time getting things to burn in my life, which, to be fair, is why some places will sell pre-mixed thermite. It's essentially just inert rust unless you can get it above 1600 degrees, and evidently a spark has to be pretty hot to set it off. The fuse material was mounted to the igniter, and then we used some tissue paper to make a tube around the fuse that we could fill with thermite to make sure it's in good contact. This can then be stuck into the thermite charge to get it to light consistently. Okay, we've got the hot stuff mostly under control now, time to actually build the cooker. The design is pretty simple. It's basically 3 sections: the cooking area, the thermite canister—
tissue paper. I understand. Okay, yeah. I saw the Pepe's and I was like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, yeah, I understand.
and an igniter on the side. The main chamber is heat sealed shut and holds both the water and hot dog ready to be used. The thermite chamber is designed to come apart because we did intend these to be recommissionable, even if that didn't end up being the case. In terms of machining, we really only had to make 2 parts, both out of aluminum. The first has a lip for the polycarbonate tube to be glued onto. Then the part was drilled and bored out. First to the inner diameter of the copper tubing we're using, and then an inner lip was added for the copper tube to sit on. After those features had been turned on the lathe, it was cleaned up and then brought over to the mill to form the vent hole.
Tissue paper so spicy it's used in Taco Bell.
That's not what it was. It was weed rolling paper, not that kind of tissue. You ding dong. Thank you for the 5 months, silly. Thank you.
On the side. The other aluminum piece is a plug to fit into the bottom. It has an O-ring groove cut into it so that any gases are forced to go out the vent and—
Hold on, this is a random tangent. I don't understand, but when I was at driving past the Taco Bell, that shit is always empty up until like 10 p.m. my time. It's never full until that point. And I was like, wait a minute, is that when people get wasted and they go and get Taco Bell?
and can't escape
I put
through
it together.
the bottom. Also, to prevent it popping off like a champagne cork, we drilled and threaded holes both into it and the top piece so they could be bolted together. We also drilled a pair of holes for the igniter wires. Now, we need to join the aluminum piece to the copper tubing, but before we do that, each of the copper pieces were electroplated in bright nickel. This is to prevent the copper leaching into the water and the hot dog, and also just because we're super extra and thought it would look pretty. So I spent hours carefully polishing each of the tubes to prepare them for plating. Oh, and as you saw in the intro, we made a bunch of these things, so this process was repeated many times. In terms of plating, we whipped up a super fast, bright nickel plating bath. The ingredients are 25 grams of nickel sulfate, a teaspoon of salt, a sprinkle of either ascorbic or citric acid, and then a tiny bit of a surfactant. Here I'm using tween 20, but a tiny drop of dish soap will likely work as well. We're not going for suds or foaming, we just need a little bit to break the surface tension. As you can tell by how I gave these measurements, the exact quantities of most of the ingredients don't matter.
Man, these guys are smart. I wouldn't have thought of the surface tension thing at all.
For the plating, I'm using a nickel electrode connected to the positive lead of my bench power supply, and the tube I connect to the negative. Ignore the color of the wires here, they're backwards. No matter how many times I've done this, I always get anode and cathode backwards, because chemists and
I did that too, man. I did that too when I was in school.
And physicists go by opposite names and can't agree. I've set the supply to 8 volts and about 1 amp max. Rather than leaving the tube in the solution, I don't
like these videos. It reminds me of college.
It constantly moving and would periodically rotate it to try and get a nice even coating. If a blemish developed that looked darker and not shiny, I'd clean off the piece, then pop it back on the lathe for a quick polish touch-up, followed by a few more dunks in the plating bath. With that done, we could join the copper tube to the machined aluminum parts, but we can't use epoxy here because this metal will be exposed directly to the thermite. The last thing we want is water leaking onto the burning thermite, so we picked up this special solder specifically made to join aluminum and copper. Though I will say this stuff is not easy to work with. You have to get both pieces incredibly hot and leaving enough gap for the solder to kind of drip into a little bit as it doesn't wick very well. But after a few failed attempts, we learned how to get it to make a nice, tight, strong join. Unfortunately, that joint looks like crap, so I carefully trimmed off the excess metal on the lathe. With that done, everything was again polished and then popped back into the plating bath just to tidy things up and to make sure that this weird solder is fully covered with a food-safe metal. At this point, the cookers are mostly done and there's only a few things left to do. The first is to epoxy on the polycarbonate tube and the igniters. Then we 3D printed a few pieces to make it all sit together nicely and a safety cover to make sure that they cannot be set off by accident. Then we of course need to load the tube with its hot dog and enough water to cover it. We heat sealed the tube closed with a removable lid and popped the safe.
Her 4-month sub anniversary fun. Hi Alana, how you been? SmugAlana love, SmugAlana love, SmugAlana love.
Yo, Reaper, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Think of the 4 buds. I'm doing great. We're watching a group of scientists, lab rats, cooking a hot dog with thermite.
Safety cap on top so the seal doesn't get damaged. Though we did learn it is excruciatingly important to remove the heat seal before setting off the device.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
Fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher, fire extinguisher, right now.
They're panicking. Yo, Righteousness, thank you for the 3 months. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Yeah, it's cooked. Yeah, it's... You know what else is cooked? My brain.
Fire extinguisher.
This is literally a bell curve meme. These nerds are trying too hard. Mojitos can reach 220 F, more than enough to cook the hot dog.
But you can make a funny video out of it, and then it's funny because cooking a hot dog with an MRE heater doesn't matter. This is more funny.
Fire extinguisher, right now.
Right now!
Finally, the tubes need to be armed. We're using a 15-gram charge of our special thermite here, which we tamp into the end of the tube gently before adding the igniter and packing the rest of the tube with K-wool. This will help contain the reaction so the thermite doesn't get sprayed out of the vent, while still allowing gas to escape. After that, everything is closed up and the cooker is ready for use. Alright, I'm hungry and was promised a hot dog, so let's get cooking. For our final version, we also added a removable base to prevent the thing tipping over. But when everything was set and we pushed the button, the result was magical.
This is so cool.
Smoke. Yeah, there we go.
This is so cool, man.
There we go.
Yay! Look, it's boiling, it's boiling, it's boiling! You can't get with that with an MRE pack. Look how fast it is, man.
And finally, I give you what may be the best piece of thermal camera footage ever recorded. You can actually see the silhouette of the hot dog as the water starts to heat up, but by the time it's done cooking and we pull it out at the end, it is a perfectly cooked hot dog, cooked through and ready to eat.
That's chat's wiener.
I've been making videos on this platform since 2011, and it has changed a lot in that time. By far the biggest change is the ever-encroaching horde of ads that fill videos, ours included, and the need to please an ever-changing swamp of requirements not to spook those advertisers. For example, our last video about Egyptian mummification was a 9-month-long research project, packed to the brim with art and archaeology, but was deemed unfit for advertising.
Why? It's a freaking... those guys hate Tricky, man. Boo! Boo, YouTube! Boo!
And this video is a coin toss, honestly. Imagine if all of your favorite creators came together to build a place where we could make and share the content that we know you'll love without having to worry about advertisers.
Boo!
A place where we're not forced to make content that's more about hitting the trending tab than being a good video. Well, thankfully, that already exists, and it's called Nebula. Nebula is the amazing creator-owned streaming platform where we're joined by amazing creators like Practical Engineering, Nile Red, Strange Parts, Breaking Taps, and so many more.
Cool.
And not only are the videos completely ad-free, there is a ton of bonus content there too. The mummification video I mentioned actually came with a bonus 25-minute long piece on Nebula where we went into even more detail on our process, and things like the translation of all the hieroglyphs. And beyond those Nebula exclusives, there's also Nebula originals, like Real Science's Becoming Human series. So if that sounds good, then use the link below to get a year's subscription for the incredibly low price of only $30, or just about $250 per month.
That's actually really cheap.
I can't think of any other streaming platform that is as good value for the price. So head over to nebula.tv/thethoughtemporium to sign up today and upgrade your viewing experience. That's all for now, and we'll see you next time.
Lambders! Yay! Now they're gonna eat their hot dog. That's cute. Mmm, tasty. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. They're trying not to laugh. Yay! That was a good video. Yay! Thanks for suggesting that. Collapsers. Tastes like war crimes? Yeah, it tastes like burning. Vaporized a hot dog in acid. Vaporize this! Yo, hi, Ritzy. Oh my god, my shoulder. Chat, my shoulder. They hurt my shoulder. Oh, fuck. Oh. Frick. My life. My shoulder. Yeah. Hello. Hi, Ritzy, what's up? Ran out of cheese stuffed hot dogs. This video made the craving worse. Yum. That 11-hour Aspen Kata video looks good, like good react material. Yeah, man, 100%. You're totally right. Let's watch it right now. Right after I take a shit on your face! Bum, bum, bum. I heard Hellblade 2 didn't do too well. I didn't even know that game came out, not gonna lie. Dream come true. Pro Fudgy. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are pro fudgy. Bad marketing? Yeah, I just didn't know about it. Hellblade 2. It's very positive on Steam. Is it? I'm gonna look it up right now, chat. Hellblade. Hellblade 2. Hellblade 2, $50! Damn. 1,200, very positive. Huh. People like this game. People like this game, chat. Matra react. Yay. Apparently half the game is just cutscenes. Are they good cutscenes or not? It's an okay game. It's 5 hours? Really? It's 5 hours? Oh wait! Asmon reacted to it. Oh, I didn't even see that. I just saw Charlie's video here. I guess he saw this too. Let's see, what does Ballman have to say?
Hellblade Senua's Saga came out. I guess it's probably one of these here popular releases.
Yeah, that one, I just saw it.
It's only got like 3,000 people playing the game.
Well, if it's 5 hours, that explains it. I don't know. Wait for a Steam sale kind of game. If it's actually 5 hours, I don't know if it is. Someone in chat just said, if it's 5 hours for $50, that's $10 an hour you're paying for a game. And that's kind of bad.
I feel like this release is kind of like, I'm gonna be real, like I feel like we're gonna be getting a notification pretty soon that another studio is gonna be closed. Look, guys, I'm just being real. I'm saying it how it is.
Another massive point of contention with the game is that Hellblade studio head
promising that the game would have a runtime of roughly 9 hours, would like to focus on things they care about and hope players would feel the same.
Fans a game that should have been at least 8 to 9 hours long, going as far as stating that their fans enjoy shorter games. Meanwhile, every single
Yeah, don't talk for fans like that. It's really condescending. Don't ever do that.
playthrough that is coming out is around 5 hours long, and people on Twitter have started debating about the insanity of such a short AAA $50 game.
5.5.
All I'm saying is, like, I feel like this is really bad. The studio literally posted an obituary. They said, a message from the studio head. Hi, everyone who is still on the eve of the release.
I wonder if they wrote this with AI. I wonder if they wrote this with AI. Remember the last time there was an apology? And it was written with AI.
So Senua's Saga at Hellblade 2, we want to say thank you. Our fans, behalf of everyone in Ninja Theory, we see you and we hear you, how much love and support. You tell us how much Senua means to you. When you tell us how much you're looking forward to the game and how much faith you have in us to continue Senua's story in a way that does justice to connection to many of the people who love her and to Hellblade. Very beginning of Senua's Saga, we've had to keep in mind that when you play the second chapter of Senua's story, you will find a familiar connection once again, and also that so many more people will find their way to Senua in the world too. Making video games is difficult.
Seems expensive for this short of a game.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's $10 an hour. You're giving them $10 an hour to play a game, and it's a single player, probably not replayable game.
Like Senua, we as a team have been guided by conviction to achieve our quest to make this game that sinks you deep into Senua's world and to take you on a journey that leaves you thinking and feeling. I believe we have achieved our quest, and I hope that you'll agree. I'm very proud of the game, very proud of our team, and very proud of our fans who have supported us on this.
It's on Game Pass? Wait, this is the same thing that Ubisoft was doing. It's like $130 for the game, but you can pay $20 a month to play it like in its entirety. It's the same principle.
This magical journey. He said this is an obituary. Yeah, he's like, this is it. Like, he thinks the studio's gonna get like shut down or something like that. Yeah, it's one of those situations. And like, the game looks really nice. Here's the thing. But I feel like, you know, Microsoft did a great job making sure that nobody cared about this by not.
Yeah, I didn't even know this game came out at all. Period.
Where's the $200 expansion to get optimized single player?
Yeah, Destiny 2. Why would you pay $50 for a 5-hour game when you can pay for a month of Game Pass? Yeah, I think maybe they did this on purpose. Yeah, they're like, $50, nah, how about you get on the Game Pass, bros?
Not talking about it at all, and I don't think they really promoted it at all. Like, I never heard anything about this game coming out. It's IGN likes it, yeah, but like, you think that it matters?
Yeah, but who cares what IGN thinks, huh?
That a video game website likes a game? Who gives a fuck about that? I like New World. Does anybody care? No, nobody gives a shit, and that's it.
I like New World a little bit. Yeah, I played it for like 300 hours. I got my money's worth out of it. Yeah, it's not that bad. I liked New World. Yeah. It's not that bad. It's a sequel. Who played are the ones that played the first one? That's true. Get face off your screen? What? Where? What? Where? Does Donkey Kong scare you?
Sony is doing the same thing. They want you on subscription plans because it guaranteed returns.
Oh, JoJo was there. You scared me, man. You fucking scared the fuck out of me. I was like, did I show something bad? This guy's like, ah, ah, ah! And I was like, oh, what did I do? Alright, Funky Kong? Yeah, you're funky, Jack. Monkey piss. That's what you do when you go to the toilet. Her face should be TOS. She's kind of terrifying, isn't she? Like the makeup and stuff. Alright, I got another good video. I think, let me double check it for real quick. Is this it? No. No. Man, you did not just fucking hand me a fucking fail compilation to watch. I ought to ban you for that. Watch this fail compilation, please! You're getting Storm videos recommended now? Oh, hell yeah. I love Storms.
I'm sorry, I know you bought the DLC for this dungeon, but you didn't buy the key to enter the dungeon. Money please, money now, me money.
Me money! Chat, I didn't go piss. I didn't go piss. Have you seen Me Canyon videos? Yes.
Chat, you are adorable and I want to squeeze your cheek and tug it like a loving grandmother.
Also, whoever the fuck said again, go fuck yourself. I drink so much water. Bum, 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 bum. Have you ever watched the Fat Electrician's videos? Very interesting and enjoyable, and aw, you're adorable too. $5. What the fuck are you waffling on about? What? I swear, the people, the ones that spam Fat Electrician videos, like, for me to, like, watch are just so special. They're very special people. Bye, Tomix! Thank you. Fuck Big Corpos. Thank you. Have a good sleep. Whatever could I have done? Oh, you mean $5 that... Oh, I understand. I didn't see. Holy shit, that's getting a fucking 5-minute. I'm not reading that. Get it off my screen. Holy fuck, that's a 5-minute. Jesus Christ, man. Chat, help me today. What's going on? Yu-Gi-Oh! Pasta? At least make them funny, guys. Come on. What the hell did I do? I'm sorry, I get recommended to watch like so many videos, it just gets old really fast. Bum, ba, ba, bum, bum. Did this video get recommended? Hold on. Man. Alright, let's watch the slow-mo guys with Kentucky Ballistics. How about that? That sounds fun.
Hello.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah. Do. Where's guys for the Yu-Gi-Oh! Copy pasta? I know, man! Your audience is cooked? I think everyone's audience is cooked to a degree. Alrighty then. Alrighty, chat. Alright.
Guys, you may have noticed, Dan, that whenever we do a video surrounding firearms, every other comment is that we should do a video with Kentucky Ballistics. Pretty much.
Yeah! I get spammed to react to that guy all the fucking time! Even though I've already reacted to his video that people are asking me to react to!
Yeah, you know what? I refuse. Yeah. I'm just kidding. Here's Scott from Kentucky Ballistics.
I was about to go home. They changed their mind.
You've become pretty well known for blowing up guns on your channel.
Or getting blown up on, yeah.
Yeah, you had a pretty horrendous incident that almost killed you.
A little bit of an oopsie, yeah.
Oh, poor Kentucky Ballistics. Look at him, he's all fricked up, man.
So that's like spawned a series
poor
of
guy.
videos done. Yes, and now I've turned that, I've taken lemons and turned it into lemonade, yeah.
I like
so now
Is that the most understated use of the word oopsie?
Oops.
The story's scary, yeah. So basically, the only reason he says he lived is because he stuck his own thumb into the, like, neck hole to stop the bleeding so he wouldn't be gushing the whole time to the hospital.
I actually highly recommend checking out the video that you made where you just describe everything that happened. It's one of the gnarliest videos I've ever seen on YouTube.
Yeah, it's
incredible.
mind-blowing, isn't it?
I can't believe.
I should watch it sometime.
I'm very glad that I did.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
what
me
we'll do is
too.
we are going to try to get this gun to detonate. I've kind of developed a fascination with guns blowing up ever since my accident. Today we have an AR-15 and we are going to load it with a spicy round, something that it's not rated for, upwards of 500,000 PSI and.
So we're talking like California Reaper spice.
Yeah.
High on that.
Yeah. Okay. It's very spicy.
High on the Scoville. All right.
Yeah.
I'm putting rounds on the Scoville scale.
Just cut away to just shoving chili.
No, yeah, shoving fucking peppers in it, in the fucking butthole.
And just to make sure that we are going to have an explosion today, there is also a obstruction in that barrel.
Okay.
There is a squib, which is a bullet that is lodged in that barrel. And
my brain immediately thought Harry Potter because squib is like some Harry Potter term, I forget.
That can happen sometimes when you're shooting. If you had a round that was undercharged, it doesn't even push the round out of the barrel, which is actually
I have
really
Harry
dangerous
Potter
because if you don't
brain
know what's
rot.
happened, and then you fire another round right behind it.
So that could
have a whoopsie.
that could be a real life situation that would cause this to potentially happen.
Exactly.
In real life.
Yeah, it really could happen in real life with a squib. It's happened a lot actually.
And that kind of really just shows how insane your incident was, in that there wasn't even anything in the barrel.
No, there was no obstruction.
It was just an insane round.
It was a round that was what we've determined was loaded with the wrong gunpowder. Wow. Yeah.
So that can make an entire thing explode? That's terrible. Damn, he's so unlucky, but also lucky because he lived.
Now, you've also done some slow-mo. What speeds do you typically shoot at?
I'm kind of ashamed to tell you.
Well, I mean, in fairness, most of our stuff is like 1,000.
I'm filming it about 1,400 frames in 2K, which for you guys, that's nothing.
That's nothing,
So.
yeah.
Well, especially with this TMX camera. As soon as you said that you were interested in the collab, I was like, I'm not going without this camera, because this is going to be good. This is what this camera was made for.
I'm really curious to see what this looks like, because with my slow-mo, it's still just happens so fast that you can't really see what's happening.
The sound you hear is a
This is gonna be awesome.
generator powering the cameras. We're at 1,000 frames a second on the 4K and 82,000 frames a second on the TMX.
Wow.
Well, that worked.
This is called a Kentucky Easter egg hunt.
Easter was different where we grew up.
Yeah, this is quite different.
Oh.
Whole front of the gun.
Holy
Look at
crap.
that. See, it mostly blew out through here, so you can see the like where that bullet disintegrated in there. Part of that probably had to do with it being
American
squibbed as
Easter,
well, if there's an
yeah.
obstruction there.
You don't look for Easter bunny eggs, you look for gun bits.
Yeah, because if
So
there
it helped
wasn't,
to
it would have
create
allowed some of
pressure
it
there.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that we still would have had a detonation, but you came a long way to do this, so we're going to make sure it explodes. Bolt face is all deformed.
God damn it.
The magazine, I think, has like gone downwards
And
and,
then
it's smashed to the bottom of the
Will the
magazine
trigger still pull?
against this.
Trigger still works.
What's this? Is this metal?
No, it's
That's what I said.
American
Okay, so that's why that
Easter.
There was
shafted.
a spring in there, and that's out. You know what I find really interesting about this too?
What's that?
Is I have detonated this exact same gun before, and the fact that it exploded in the exact same way again, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is cool. Very consistent.
Yeah, and that's all this like kind of gold color you're seeing. That is from the brass, the actual round just shredding.
It's still in there.
Yeah,
so
they're still
obviously-
around in there.
So there's probably the squib and then the bullet behind the squib, and then the cartridge case is still there.
Still crammed
So
in
like
there.
the bullet will be somewhere along here, and then the cartridge case is here, and the base of the cartridge case is blown out.
Yep.
It's always so interesting when metal just looks like plastic afterwards.
Yeah.
It's
just
all
been,
about the speed.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. All right, playing back. This is
Ooh. 1,000 FPS, chat.
instant.
Wow.
Babooey.
Goodness
Like-
me. Look, the Lexan stopped it from going upwards. And
Yeah,
let
I
it
told
shoot
you
forwards.
it's probably just going to go straight up.
Do you know the sheet behind it really shows you the actual explosion as well? Because it like completely.
Yeah.
Look at the front! Look at the front, chat! Bam!
Yeah, you
Look
can
at the
see the
magazine.
center.
You see the magazine just
Yeah.
burst.
It's always funny to me how sometimes when something explodes like that, some pieces go over
Look
here,
at the
some pieces go there,
spring,
some
too,
pieces just sort of
holy.
go and stay in the same
Yeah.
place and then
Yeah.
just like drop down. It's just like the perfectly equal forces just balancing out and just staying there.
And think about that upper is fairly heavy, and it threw it about what, 10, 15 feet
It would have gone
forward.
further if it had not been stopped by the plastic.
Yeah.
Hi, Mega! Hi, Meg! Hello, how are you doing? Hi! We're watching things blow up.
Wow.
Up and down, wow.
Wait, so did the magazine blow apart before it hit? Oh, it did. I thought it smashed on the. I think the pressure just shot down into the.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like there was an explosion at the out the breech here, coming out the side, and then there was the smoke, and then more fire coming out down through the magazine.
That's crazy.
Holy
see that frame by
moly!
So there we go. That's it starting. See, this is the stuff that you just
Yeah,
never
I
see.
would
Chat,
never
watch
see
out,
it
there's a
ever.
shark and a
Okay,
gun on
so
the screen.
it's there, and then you can already see it starting to go down.
Yeah, it's leaking out the bottom of the. And then you can
oh,
see it
yeah,
light up the
coming
back.
out the back. That looks amazing.
It's like
You can see it traveling too. Look at the. I like it when you guys yap in my ears. I don't know. I have to get over it, I guess. Some people overreact, or wrong or well, but if he's right, at least he warned people. Well, no, it's more so that how do I say it? There's a really old Donkey video of him talking about video game critics, and there was a guy who thought all the shit movies are amazing.
Not the taxes getting raised, SmugAlana cry.
Anyway,
Wow, inflation these days.
there's no inflation! Yes, man, it's so fucking hard when I have ADHD and I'm trying to concentrate. Every TTS essay during React is $1 closer to the house. Product segmentation, is that the word? Well, anyway, as I was saying, the guy that was reviewing the movies, he reviewed really bad movies and gave them really high scores. And Donkey said that it was a good gauge for knowing if a movie is good or bad, because he'll always rate bad movies good and good movies bad, so you like know what you're getting into before you watch a video. Yeah. I forget what his name was. The inverse correlation? Yeah, kind of, like, I guess that's the word. People aren't willing to give up a lot for the sake of convenience. Yes, and that's the problem. People are stupid. The general population is stupid. You're not gonna convince someone to use Linux because it's so many steps for, like, getting into privacy, like being private. It's too much hassle for the average fucking, you know, person. You have a VOD channel wench. Buddy, what the fuck? Who the fuck you calling wench? Who the fuck are you? Bitch ass? Bitch. I'ma end your life. Yes, we do have a SmugAlana VOD channel. Does that guy fucking even upload anymore? SmugAlana VOD channel. SmugAlana VODs? I don't think that guy uploads anymore. Let's see. No, that guy doesn't upload anymore. Wait, yes he does. Wait, is that Prophetic's one or is that my one? I don't know. We have like a couple and I don't know what to do with them, to be honest. There's 3. God, shit! There's 3 SmugAlana VOD channels? God damn it, man. No way! You're joking, right? SmugAlana VOD. There's SmugAlana VOD channel. Bros. There's 1. Oh my god, there is 3. I think there's 3. Holy shit. Who uploads the most? I don't know, man. Look it up. I'm not gonna bother. One of them asked me for payment in Turkish lira. I don't believe you. Screenshot it. My neck. Chat, my neck. I need to go to Home Depot. Someone put me out of my misery. Oh, my freaking neck. Son of a biscuit, bro. The pain. Let the pain speak to me. They do neck massages at Home Depot? Yeah, with a piece of rope. Chat, we're gonna go right out to Parodi. My fucking neck is killing me. I just saw someone in our chat type tongue punch your fart box. Let's go say hi to Parodi. Yeah. Let's go say hi. Thank you so much for watching. You guys are awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the react suggestions. We're gonna rate Perodo guy. There we go. Boom. Let's do it. Thank you for being here.
Hope you feel better soon.
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I have an appointment on Monday. I'll be okay. Came in too late. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I only ended 20 minutes early, okay? Give me a break. All right. Go say hi to Perodo guy. Thank you so much for